Legionnaires disease. If confirmed, it would be the hospital's third death from the infection in 8 years. Last year, it was criticised for having high death rates and poor standards of hygiene.
These are Legionella bacteria. They can cause pneumonia. They're carried in tiny droplets of water suspended in the air. The man who died was admitted to hospital with respiratory problems. Tests showed he had the bacteria in his body, but it's unclear as to whether the 54-year-old contracted it at the hospital or caught it elsewhere. In 2002, Legionella was found in the water supply. There were deaths linked to the disease in the same year and also in 2007. Recently, the hospital's come under a lot of criticism. Last year, it was found to have poor hygiene standards and high death rates. The hospital didn't have anyone available for interview today, but they told us that since the first case of Legionnaires' disease in 2002, they've spent about £2 million on their plumbing system. They say that they also have a strict chemical and thermal cleaning regime. They've told us today that they'll continue working with the Health Protection Agency and the NHS to see what further preventative action can be taken. An inquest will now be held into the death of the man to establish exactly what happened. Felicity Simper, BBC Look East, Basildon.
3 teenage boys arrested following a robbery at a petrol station in Felixstowe have been bailed. A shop assistant was also assaulted at the BP station on Monday. 2 16-year-olds and a 17-year-old were arrested on Wednesday. Police are carrying out further inquiries. A company in Essex, which is responsible for many of London's most famous statues, has gone into administration. The Morris Singer Art Foundry in Braintree made the lions in Trafalgar Square and the chariot outside Parliament. 15 jobs will be lost unless the business can be sold.
New figures from East of England tourism show half of all foreign visitors to the region head for Essex or Norfolk. The industry is worth more than £5 billion a year here in the East. With what looks like a golden weekend ahead, Kim Riley has been to an award-winning park in Norfolk.
This is the family-run Deers Glade Caravan and Camping Park. It's at Hanworth, near Cromer, and it was set up 6 years ago on what was actually farmers' fields at that time. It's the reigning regional champion in the Enjoy England Awards for Excellence. And given the weather today, everyone's having a great time.
I'm having a fantastic time, yes, thank you. Yeah.
Nice place?
Fantastic place. We've been here now 5 or 6 times over the last few years. Really good.
I like the bit when you're fishing like that. It's really good. And the park is just brilliant.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
Out of 10, 11.
The park is run by the Attu family. Let's talk to Heather. How are bookings looking, Heather?
Very good at the moment. The forward bookings are really good. All the major bank holidays are fully booked and the school holidays are fully booked pretty much. And in between times, certainly weekends tend to fill up with weather like this. And we get the sort of retired people in as well in between school holidays. So forward bookings are looking really good.
Weather so far this year, well, pretty awful really.
Not good leading up to Easter, certainly. Pretty wet and miserable, but it seems to have turned a corner now, and hopefully, we'll get some settled spells, and that'll bring people out. And yeah, if we get some good weather through the holidays itself, people feel they've had a good time and go home happy and want to return to this region and hopefully our park again next year.
They reckon a lot of us are going to be getting our barbecues out this weekend. Last year they said it was going to be a barbecue summer. All the attractions across our region will be hoping this time it really is. Kim Riley, BBC Look East, North Norfolk.
The Olympic swimmer Mark Foster launched this year's Great East Swim on top of the iconic Willis building in Ipswich. 3,000 people are expected to take part in the event at Alton Water next month.
Making a splash for this year's Great East Swim. Not on this rooftop paddling pool, but a few miles away at Alton Water. And with an Olympian in the pool, it was time to get some tips.
The ones that are at the front, we like to think are obviously quicker and more experienced, and then just follow them around.
Amateur swimmers from Suffolk County Council looking for some reassurance before the swim in June.
I sort of say to people, challenge yourself. It's not, you're not, swimming the channel here, you're doing 1 mile. The channel is 26 miles. Maybe it might start at this. People might do a mile and go, do you know what, I really enjoyed that, and then go on to bigger and greater things.
The mile-long course is one of the region's biggest outdoor swimming events. Last year, 1,300 swimmers zipped up their wetsuits and competed. Back to events today, and the advice from the man of the moment, clearly impressed.
He was giving us tips on stroke technique and that sort of thing, and just encouraging everyone of all abilities to have a go.
He's advised about front crawl, that this is a ball and put it back, and breaststroke 2 balls. So that analogy will work for me.
More than 1,000 people are expected to take part in this year's Great East Swim happening at Alton Water. And as we heard from Mark, an event like this isn't just about the fitness, it's about the fun involved as well. Now I've got the pool to myself, here's the proof. Kate Riley, BBC Look East, Ipswich!
Wipe my face. 9 beaches in Norfolk are to be patrolled this year by RNLI trained lifeguards. The service started this week as the swimming and holiday season gets underway. The service has doubled in size since it started.
Last night we had World Cup merchandise. Tonight is the first of what could be many World Cup songs. A DJ in Suffolk has written a song called Bangers and Mash, which is being tipped by some to become a big hit. Here's Mike Liggins.
Welcome to the slightly surreal world of World Cup football songs.
Osprey Drive, Stowmarket, the home of Marcus Day, DJ now turned songwriter. And these are his mates, the Cormack brothers, Aaron and Leon, and the song Bangers and Mash.
I got a feeling deep inside, it's not just passion, it's more than just pride. Red and white colours, England's our name. We are the inventors of a beautiful game.
Yeah, we did it for the fans. England fans, they love singing at a game. We wanted something that people would want to sing. And, you know, England win the cup now. England will never give up the game.
Now here's the thing, Gary Lineker's brother Wayne, who runs a chain of sports bars in the Mediterranean, is getting behind the song.
The song's very good, it's good fun, and you can sing along to it, and yeah, we're expecting it to be quite big, to be honest.
You hear it on the radio and you think this is something that could be a recognised hit and something that could last for a long time, and people would enjoy singing it, and there's no reason why it can't become a classic England song.
1, 2, England.
Bangers and Mash is available to download in June. It is a great sing-along song. Rest assured, I'm not on the proper record. Mike Liggins, BBC Look East, Stowmarket.
England!
Very catchy, but definitely better without Mike. The Norfolk and Norwich Festival finishes tomorrow. The 16-day event has attracted just under 300,000 people. Highlights include La Vie, a Canadian circus act, the Red Ball, spotted around the city, and classical music from the Academy of Ancient Music. Tonight, 7 ice cream vans will be driving through the streets of Norwich, playing a piece of specially composed music.